Welcome back to the Delaware Way. I'm Larry Menti, helping homeless vets find jobs and find God. Pastor Ray Seemans is with the Troubador ministry. I guess you are the Troubador ministry.
At this point, pretty much, yeah.
When did this start?
2.5 years ago. We're in our third year of Troubador ministry now.
And what is your mission?
My mission is to find the homeless veterans and help them to get back on their feet, the ones that want it.
What does that mean?
Well, that means that some of these guys are in the lifestyle that they want. They want to be out in the woods. They want to be camping out. They want to be free in that way. But what I'm looking for are the men that want a hand up.
You started in this ministry after working and helping homeless people, not just vets, in shelters, and realized many of them were vets, correct?
Exactly.
And then you found out that there were homeless vets that are in the shelters, but they're not all there.
Right.
Where are the rest of them?
They're scattered. And to find them, we've connected with several organizations that work along with the shelters and with the VA and different organizations for the homeless. And what we're finding out is that there's pockets of them in the woods. There's pockets of them on the street. And there's pockets of them in the homeless shelters, the general homeless shelters. And what we want to do is we want to get them out of there, the ones that want to.
Do they all want to be found?
No, they don't.
They don't want to leave there where they are, but do they even want you to find them?
I'll be honest with you, I do have, I work with a group that works with the general homeless, and they have a veteran that they're working with out in the woods. And he told them, matter-of-factly, and to let me know too, I'm not coming in, I don't want to, but I'll help you find the ones that do.
The interesting part of what you're saying is that our homeless vet problem may be bigger than we think it is because there are so many people that aren't counted in the statistics. Is that possible?
There's so much more to this than we know. I'm learning every day. The opportunities that they have are huge if they want it.
Or if they know about it, right?
It comes down to that and just about everything in life, doesn't it? We get what we want if we'll go after it.
So the ones that do want it, what do you do for them?
Well, the first thing we want to do is get them off the street, and we can channel them to a shelter, and we work with the shelters. The shelters will get them hooked to the VA to get the benefits that are coming to them. I want to befriend them. I want a relationship with them, because from there we want to find out what their heart is. What is it that I like to say, what flips your switch? Okay, what is it that, see, purpose in our life is where I want to take them. Purpose in life, because these guys come back from war, they come out of the service, they feel like they've served their purpose and they're done. So a lot of them go into addictions and they go into the woods and they separate themselves from society and their families. And it's because they just don't feel like, they feel like they're done. And they're not. I don't believe they are.
So part of your mission that I'm trying to understand is you want to make a connection to what they were or what exists out there for them now that they may not know about.
Wholeness. Wholeness is what I'm talking about. That's exactly right.
So you decided to become a pastor because you felt like you had a calling.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And was this the calling, or it was much bigger than this?
My calling started out with the general homeless.
Okay.
I learned about that, okay? That's been on my heart. I lived in Nashville for 25 years, and they have a huge homeless problem down there. I spent a lot of time on the streets with them, talking to them, finding out what that was all about, why they're homeless. Some want to be, some just do. Some work in the system. It can be done. If you're a homeless person in Wilmington, there's no reason for you to be hungry. There's so many opportunities out there. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring the men that have fought for our country, for our freedom, so that we could do what we do to help them be who they are.
And when you come together and you have no walls, where do you come together?
Well, we'll go to one of their church buildings. I don't need a building.
I see.
There's enough church buildings in the United States that we can find one on the next corner.
And where do you get your funding?
Well, that comes from private donors and small businesses. We take no government money because we want to be able to be free to preach the gospel where we get the opportunity.
How do people find out more about your ministry?
Well, you can go to our website, and that is troubadorministry.org.
I know, we've been going back before ministry and ministries, but it's Troubadour Ministry.
It's troubadorministry.org.
Okay.
And watch that spelling on Troubadour. There's 2 O's and 2 U's. No, it's right on your screen.
Yeah, don't worry about the teleprompter. That's not going to make it anywhere else. Thank you so much, Pastor. I appreciate you coming in. Pastor Ray Seemans, Troubadour Ministry.
Thank you, sir.
When we come back, there is a local guy that was featured on CNBC as a blue-collar millionaire. We'll tell you what blue-collar job he did to make his millions when the Delaware Way continues.